What's up, guys? We have a special episode of Site Visit this week. I got Sedge. He's making a site visit here in our shop.
Absolutely.
In the Material Mill Workshop. You have no idea why you're on camera.
I have no idea.
All right, so we unfortunately didn't get to go to one of our jobs this week because we had a delay with one of our subcontractors. However, I had something show up in the mail, which I have not opened.
Oh.
And I want you to help me go through it.
Okay, let's check it out.
I got two.
Okay.
So I'll start with the first one.
Oh.
This showed up
Look
in the
at
mail
that.
today, and I have no idea what it is.
Oh.
So
I'll show
I figured, hey, why don't I fly Sedge out here on my private jet to explain to everyone what this is.
There you go.
There we go. What is this?
This is a Festool tool.
All right. Just an impact gun?
No, it is our new concrete cordless 18-volt drill.
Okay.
It drills into steel, wood,
Wait, what?
and concrete.
Okay,
It's a hammer drill.
I didn't know that.
It's a hammer drill. Check it out. You have regular drill here. Let me get a chuck on here. We got a bunch of chucks.
Dude, I got some other stuff in
Oh,
here.
dude. Oh, man.
I got the AD38FF
Oh, I was wondering when you were going to get that.
and the DC Uni?
Uh-huh.
Uni FF.
Man, you got hooked up.
I did.
Okay, so it takes the Central Tech. We have the Fast Fix stub
I
on
love
here.
this thing. By the
too.
way, I have the other, the not the pistol grip, but the D handle.
Yeah,
18. Like I've had that thing in my truck forever, and that thing's constantly used.
I love it. It took me a little time early on in 2006 when I got my first Festool drill to understand what this was, the Central Tech. But I'm just going to peek in
Were
here.
you just showing off that you had a Festool in 2006?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, so a Central Tech has an elongated hex
Yeah.
that fits down in this stub. So it is a perfect transfer of power from a brushless motor, okay, with an 18-volt lithium-ion battery. That it's our high output 4.0 amp hour.
So how is it? So this is designed for concrete, is that right?
Uh-huh, but steel and wood as well.
Okay.
Now, the one before this, you'll see it says QUADDRIVE, it's 4-speed. We've had it in our arsenal in Europe, and then we brought it to the US with the PDC, which was our concrete, steel, and wood drill. But in doing that, one of the things that on the PDC, we didn't have these nibs right here, okay? So there was one thing you couldn't put on here, and that was the eccentric chuck. And do you have one more chuck in there? No, that's the one that's a socket adapter, a 3/8 socket adapter, which is great for lags because you can actually lock it on there with the ball detent.
Definitely need that.
The eccentric chuck, I don't see it in here. Okay, I'll get you one of those. That was the one. It's not in it. That was the one that you couldn't put on the PDC, but now you can because of the Fast Fix stubs. And we redesigned this, where this goes on here with the gray ring. Okay, it locks in those stubs. But and you've had a Festool drill before, where you put on the right angle or the eccentric chuck, okay, you would have to take this green ring and rotate it around the horn.
Yeah.
But check this out. 16 positions every 22.5 degrees around the horn. You can move that and you don't have to remove the chuck. You just don't have the eccentric chuck because the eccentric chuck, I'll say it again, didn't go on the PDC. So when someone would say to me,
What's the eccentric?
that's the one that gets you within a 1/4 inch of any wall. It's perfect for installations.
Oh, okay.
You can when you're hanging an upper, you can put it in a perfect 90 degrees instead of trying to toenail it in there.
Yeah.
Because with a regular chuck,
Yeah, it's the offset one.
Yeah,
so
the
basically,
offset one.
yeah. So you would have, rather than like this coming out in the center, it's offset up.
absolutely.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And now it comes with an all steel chuck as well, which is really nice.
Cool.
So hopefully these batteries are charged enough. So when we look, there's 4 speeds here. To this day, I would get a call almost every month. Hey, can you explain the controls up top?
Sure.
So now we simplified it. You got wood and steel, regular drill mode.
Yeah.
And if you put it on hammer, okay, it vibrates the tip of the bit. Okay. Now, you have one, okay, and you all know this. The lower the number one, the lower the torque, the lower the RPM, the more torque you get.
Okay.
Okay, so if I put it in 1, and this is really easy, the switch goes like this into 2, goes a little bit faster. Then when you put it in 3, see how you can rotate it diagonally up there? It goes in, and then when I bring it in 4, it's about 3,600 RPM. So you put a concrete bit in there, it really moves that tip and vibrates.
Gotcha.
And you can hear it. Okay, this thing is smoking.
Gotcha.
The new handle fits right on like this. I'm going to bring it in. It goes in those nibs.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it just pulls out like that, and you lock it around. Any position you want to put it in, and just lock it in. It's just it's a lot longer too, so now it's more control.
Yep.
Now, that's all the stuff on the outside. Oh, it's got a light when you're in drill mode. Okay, you can have that on. You can not have it on when it's in drill mode, and then...
Oh, you can have it on without...
Yep.
All right, so this is going to sound stupid.
Never, ever.
I'll use the flashlight on I'll just use it for a flashlight.
Uh-huh.
So I'll just like pull the trigger.
Yep.
Or however you have it,
Yep,
right?
just like that, constant.
And I'll pull the trigger and like I'll use it as a flat, like, and I'll just hold like my finger
Join the
up.
club,
Yeah.
and that's why we did that. And what's important is even if you leave it on, it shuts down, I think, in about a half hour.
Okay.
So it's really nice. So I'm looking around the crew here. How many of you put a big hole saw on a drill, and you're drilling it, and you don't have a handle on, and it catches? What happens?
Not with these shoulders.
No. Check it out.
Wait.
It has anti-kickback.
What?
Woo, he says. So it is a killer feature. It's a safe drill. You got
That's
a
so
full
interesting.
electronics inside, and of course the different chucks that go with it.
Yeah.
This is a depth setting chuck. You got some people like
Belt clip.
belt clips, some people don't, but depending on what side you want it on, it screws right on.
All right.
So it's that simple.
I got another box.
No way, man. Woo! It's Christmas in March. Holy moly.
So.
Oh.
What is this?
Dude! Hooked up.
All right. So is it just another track saw? Like, is it the same?
Not quite.
Okay. It's a new
See,
sustainer.
no. It's TS.
Well, now it's got the backwards handle.
Yes, and it's one here that flips up.
All right.
Okay, so no. Look at the model number. TS55F.
That's a mistake, right?
Do you know what the F stands for? Freaking awesome. Okay? No, I'm serious. If you have a...
I know you're serious.
I know. It comes with the wonderful plug-it cord, but on your regular track saw you have now,
Yeah.
okay,
The
check it out.
TS55.
Yeah.
So this has an F,
This has an F. See this? It's a lot thinner. It's a thin curved blade.
the blade. So thinner than an eighth?
Yes, it's a 1.8 millimeter. The one you're used to is a 2.2 millimeter.
Okay.
And it comes with the 1.8 millimeter riving knife.
Why?
It's a 42 tooth blade. The one on your old saw that came with it was a 48 tooth blade.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not that it's less teeth, it's thinner. So we would get this question all the time at Festool. It seems like my saw might be underpowered a little bit.
Oh,
So we
interesting.
would recommend, hey, put the ripping blade on,
Yeah.
okay? It's less teeth in the curve. And someone said, oh yeah, that works a lot better. But we decided to go, and the statistics, this cuts 50% faster.
We're gonna have
Okay.
to get a little drag race going.
Absolutely. 50% faster, 25% less dust. And the blades last 40% longer. They stay sharper longer. And as we say in New England, that's wicked sharp.
I also noticed that you have the inch gauge on here.
Uh-huh. We went to Imperial 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And when we did that,
That's probably the last time we bought it. We bought a track saw 6
and
years ago.
that track saw is going to last forever.
Yeah, we use the piss out of it.
Of course you do. I mean, look at you get tracks all over the place.
Yeah.
So, you know,
So the biggest difference here is that it's faster, less dust, thinner blade. Because when you said thinner blade, I'm like, is this really because people like rip a sheet of plywood and they're losing too much, every time they cut? Which the reality is that like they're selling these sheets at 49 inches or something like that to make up for that. But it's really due to the performance and how quickly you can make it through that sheet.
Exactly.
Cool.
Now you couple that, I'm gonna just mention this. All our wood blades
Yeah.
are yellow. Okay, they get a yellow half circle on them. This is a 28 tooth. We have also a 12 tooth. Okay, so if you're ripping like some hard maple or whatever, and maybe this is, well, that's tough because I was ripping a 6/4 with this recently.
Yeah.
And this is, for me, I have a 75 right there. And I truly believe I was getting a better cut, but also just faster with this one. And I left that blade on there. And then I threw the 28 tooth blade on there.
Yeah. Right through it.
Killer. Killer.
So what is that?
Woo! You got the accessory kit. But also, we also have an aluminum cutting blade now, plastics blade for this.
Oh, we've used. I don't know if we wanted to. It's my channel, so we've definitely used the track saw for fiber cement, foam, cement panels.
We have a fiber cement polycrystalline diamond blade. It's right here.
Yeah, that came out after.
I know.
I may have adapted a saw to take the wrong blade.
Okay, so this goes with that.
Do I need that back out?
No.
Okay.
This is for your tracks.
Okay. So does that need a new track?
No.
Okay.
You can put a new splinter guard on it.
New splinter guard.
Yep.
Look at me, God.
Okay, so this is the deflector. Do we have a short rail besides that long rail in here?
Oh, we got a track too.
Oh, look at. Oh, hey, you got the new track with the holes. Everybody wants to know, is that a Festool blade?
One off, Sedge blade.
But check this out. Oh, you guys like this.
What is this?
Inside
Is this for carrying?
You know what those are?
To cover the holes?
Neither do I. Look, no, I'm just kidding. Look. You're going on the job site, that goes right on top of your
Oh my gosh.
That's dangerous now.
James is taking it. Are these nameplates?
No, you'll see. Look, there's the old deflector. Nick, check it out. Used to go on here and left this open. And guess what used to catch there, right?
The cord, yeah.
Now it's completely covered up. So that's cool. That comes in here, but it's also sold individually.
Okay. There.
We need two of them.
Two of them.
Yeah. So check it out. See these holes right here? They're countersunk. You can take them, and you've probably done this before. You've screwed it to a wall.
For a guide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So these go in here in these holes. Man, you're really perceptive on that, Nick. That goes in there like that.
You can tell I spent a lot of time in the field now.
I'm just looking around.
Making sure I'm lying.
So what if you're cutting something and you don't want to mar it? Okay, but you need to cut in. Let me just get that popped back out. Whoopsie. Hey Mo, they're jumping beans. It goes in like that.
Oh, wait a second.
What do you think they are? They're little adhesive pads.
Okay.
Right on there like this. I have fingernails. I can pull that off. I'll just use this knife and just.
Yeah. So
So you take it like this and say you gotta. Look, you gotta cut this MDF right here on the job site,
yeah.
and it's done vertically. They're adhesive pads.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? They're yours, right?
So these are consumable.
They're consumable.
Yeah,
Everybody's
one-time
gonna
use?
ask, one time. I'll always say one time.
Yeah. You might get another use out of
You
it.
might get another
Yeah.
use, but it's.
They're designed for one time.
Yep.
Understood. Okay.
There you go. And somebody will ask how long do they stick up there. I had one on the door for 48 hours. I can't say, oh, that's how long they last.
Gotcha.
But what's nice about it, you know, you get a buddy on the job site, you say, hey, good job.
Yeah.
You know, you did a really good job. Just kidding. They get home and they go, what are those? Okay, so
All right.
that's the new guide rail.
Yep.
Works with all, you can use your old track on there. Okay. Have you ever connected rails?
Yes.
Made them longer.
Yeah. And I usually bend the crap out of that.
So these, and it's easy
do.
to use. We used to teach, I don't have another short rail here, but we used to take the track saw and put it on the rib here to connect them.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
Tighten it up, and we had these connectors that just had slotted screws. One on the bottom, one on the top.
Mm-hmm.
But the track saw became your
Guide.
you would twist the two cams and would bring that rib into
Right.
alignment. This does the exact same thing. They're really easy to use. There's instructions on here. You'll see one. You first take this. You put it in here like this. Okay. That's really working good. Oh, duh.
What'd you do?
What happened to the... Oh, right there. I'm going to open these up a little. Because what happens is these spread out.
They're tapered.
Yeah,
So they're automatically self-centering.
You put it in there, you do this, you put the other one in there.
I gotcha.
And when you tighten them, those are 3mm hexes. We give you this wrench. That's 5mm, that's 3mm. And that alone is, the hex is $300. Okay? So, so you tighten it up like this. You tighten up the other one. Okay? It brings it in. And then you take this one, put it on the top rib right here. Just like that, and that's what we call the stiffener. Yeah. And that brings them in perfect alignment.
See, this is like, so this is what I like about, and this is why we've worked with Festool since we've started the business, is that you guys have a similar mindset of always trying to improve. Always. And, you know, one of the things that, my hands are bleeding probably from that plywood I helped unload. Yeah. Seriously. But one of the things that I've always not had an issue with, but you guys are like trained in Festool. Like when I go to the show and you guys are doing a demo, you guys know what to do. You're throwing that Traxxar on, tightening it up. It looks like that's standard practice. The moment we leave the show, it's like, wait, how did we have to align that? And we forget. And it's like you guys are doing this over and over so it looks natural. Right. Where it's like, and which is fine. Like that's how a product should be sold. It should be sold to that. But you guys don't stop there, and that's the same way for us. Like when we build, whether it's a home, whether it's in material, in the cabinet making, whether it's, you know, even in our media, like we're always looking for how do we improve this process, and that's what I love. Like the fact this stuff showed up is amazing, you know. But I love the fact that like now that made James's job easier for cutting a vertical with the sticky pads, or you know, if Ian's cutting that 16-foot sheet, you know, of MDF, and he wants to do it on the track, he knows that when he connects those two tracks together, that they're going to be aligned. Perfectly aligned. Yeah.
The hottest thing I've seen is that comes in there.
Sounds like that guy from Saturday Night Live. Yeah. The hottest club in New York City.
The hottest club. So, out on the market are right angle clamps. They
oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This can lock at 90 degrees. But what if you need to put an angle of 22.5 on that 16-footer you just brought in, right? So if you take it,
I'm gonna guess.
You got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Put it on this way right here.
That would make sense. Yeah. So lining this up.
Yeah.
And then sliding that. Oh, I gotta get this on first, right?
Yep.
There we go.
He's got it.
Who's laughing at me?
He's got it, man.
James?
He's got it. Okay, you just take
and then we're gonna
on this right there.
Gotcha.
So you take it like that, 90 degrees. The nice thing is the kit comes with a couple of clamps.
Right.
So you got to clamp it. Oh yeah, you got it. A couple ways you can clamp it if you got it at an angle, just like this, right?
Yeah.
Clamp it right here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
Or vice versa, it swings both ways. We're going to take it back to 90. There's positive details.
Oh, I was just going to ask if there was a positive. Yeah.
You
Nice.
lock it in. But what if you have to clamp it on that nice sheet you just brought in, right?
Yeah.
And now you can lock it in unimpeded. What if you're doing a countertop with a big bull nose and this little fence right here rides up on it, right?
Yep.
These little T's go just like this.
Oh, okay. That
So
just
you
come out
get
the
a
top right
larger
here. Yeah.
fence, and there's another one right here. You just take off,
Cool.
bring it right here,
Yep.
and it slides in. You can cut that countertop too, just like that, and cut a slight angle on it to pin it into a corner
Yeah.
if you need to.
Sweet.
So that's the new angle unit.
All right. What else is going to show up in the mail randomly?
It comes with a limit stop too for plunge cutting. All kinds of stuff.
Sweet. Guys, like I said, this is, you know, one of the biggest reasons that we have been working with Festool even before I had met Sedge. You know, it's tools that we invested to do our job well. And to work with a company and have a partnership and a friendship with a company that constantly is innovating. And yes, like this stuff showed up to us because, you know, we're users of it and, you know, and obviously see the value in what we do and wanted to get some real world feedback. It just so happened to be that Sedge was here in Boston, so we figured we'd film this, talk about it. But like I said, you know, we are striving to be great at everything that we do and to work alongside people that constantly are challenging themselves and companies that challenge themselves to figure out how to make our job easier and their product better. It's well appreciated.
Thank you very much for having us.
Hey,
appreciate
thanks,
it.
man.
Thanks, everybody. Really glad we could hang out with you guys today.
Guys, we'll be back on site in our Needham project next week. We'll see you then.